All right, welcome back to the best NFT show in the world. I am Nifty Q. I've got my man Crypto Buffalo in the house. We are bringing you a second dose of NFT live here today. We are absolutely gonna be bringing down the house, man. I'm excited. What are you doing today, Crypto Buffalo?
Dude, what am I not doing today, man? This is a way to wake up. This is Lads Day, by the way. It goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Lads Day from now on. That is your week of work, and then of course you've got the weekend, and every day pretty soon will be Lads Day. But for now, this is the debut of the second NFT live of the week. As you guys know, NFTs are trending. They are trending right now. We've got some things for you. Yeah, just a little bit, just a smudging. I don't know if you guys watched the SNL. They did a little bit of, NFT show. I mean, they did a song there. I mean, it's popping off right now.
Absolutely, man. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's in the house right now. Mr. Toe, we got Jonathan, we got Ballas, Respect, Hash Rhymes. Who else is in the house today? Llama, obviously, got to give a big shout out to Llama. Ads can too. And a huge shout out to the Power Crew.
Ooh.
Terry Crews, the Power Crew, coming through today. Hopefully, you guys are having a good Friday. We are happy to be bringing you all of the NFT news. We're going to take you around the metaverse. And speaking of metaverse, I'm just going to pop in real quick because I am in Crypto Voxels right now. If you guys want to join, I dropped the link in chat. Come join me. We're a little bit early. I think this party actually goes on at 2 p.m. Eastern, but we're here early. It is April 2nd. We're atop the Voxel Hotel in Gangnam. We are going to do the Eclectic Method party. We're doing a pre-party, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I definitely wanted to show you guys what's going on here. Love to go live from the metaverse, man. This looks like it's going to be an awesome party. Gangnam is a absolutely amazing part of the city within Crypto Voxels. Amazing part of that Genesis city. So just coming live from there, man. Shout out to all you guys.
That looks dope, man. It's a party already. If it hasn't started yet, I can't even imagine what it's gonna look when it gets going. We're gonna show up in there a little bit. We'll check in and out as they have their pre-party getting going there. Now, what were you saying about what was that? Are you talking about my man Terry Crews? Yeah, we gotta get him here. I put a bounty on you, Terry Crews. 14,000 lads to get you on Lads City Radio, and guess what? It's gone up to 15,000 lads. So anybody who gets Terry Crews on Lads City Radio, either today, later on today, Lads City Radio will go live, or next Friday, next Lads Day, 15,000 lads. Terry Crews.
15,000
That's right.
lads?
15,000. Triple zeros and a 15 in
That's
the
a
front.
lot of lads. That's a lot of lads.
The man's worth it.
He is worth it. He is worth it. And the Power Crew obviously has the social token. Terry's working with Roll to launch his social token, and they are doing an absolutely phenomenal job over there at creating a community, at fostering that community, at using the social token. And I got to give a big shout out to our man, Terry Crews. I want to give a bigger shout out. I don't know. Do you want to drop this now, Buffalo? Ballas and the crew and the Lads crew. This is coming straight from Lads City. They wanted to do a quick shout out for the man, Terry Crews. So let's go ahead and roll this and see if the Power Crew appreciates all of the hard work that went in here.
Here we go.
Then a hero comes along. He gives me strength to carry on. Ah! What happened?
You tripped and fell. And for the lights? Man, I don't know. I ain't the power company.
What?
Well, you should have gone to that city, man. They always got power. Maybe it's time for lad power collaboration. Don't you? Power!
All right, Terry Crews, if you haven't heard about Lads City, well, you probably have now, my man. Shout out to Ballas and Pug. Great video, you guys, and there definitely needs to be a Lads Power collaboration. Cannot get in our vibe, our tribe. Come on.
Our vibe, our tribe. My God. Dude, they hit us with that video like an hour before we went live. We were like, holy crap, we have to show this to the lads. Shout out to Ballas, man. Shout out to that crew that put that together.
Yes.
We're doing some good things here in Lad City, man. That was a fun time. We just collabed with Kagian. So obviously you guys know our boy Kagian is starting a NFT gaming show here next week. And we were able to collab. We were able to give some lads rewards to some of the NFT holders. He was able to give his NFTs to our Noble holders. And that was just an awesome collab. So we can do a lot of cool things within the Terry Crews Lad City partnership, man. Excited to have the Power Crew join the cryptocurrency and social token industry.
Dude, can you imagine what it's going to be like when we get Terry Crews on one of these shows? He's just going to pop in. Jazz hands and all. I mean, hey, whoa, look at this.
Power!
Terry, it is too early, especially Pacific time, to be dressed like that. Put some buttons there, Terry. How you doing today, Terry Crews?
Terry, what's your secret, man? You know, he's rocking them abs. He's got the power. I love the guy. I love his vibe. And we're coming for you, Terry. We definitely want to work with you and tell the story of the power token as you get going, my man.
I can't believe you're actually talking to him like he's here. You guys are having like an actual conversation. Hey, Terry, I love your work.
Terry.
I can't wait to work with you on a more consistent basis. Thank you for showing up here today with all of your buttons unbuttoned. Thank you.
Yeah. Any last words, Terry? Well said, Terry. Well, we'll get him back here and NFT live down the road. Shout out again to Ballas and Pug for that amazing collaboration teaser of hopefully what's to come between the Lads token and the Power token. If you do not know, Power token is the social token that Terry Crews has launched under Roll, just like the Lads token was launched under Roll. If you guys want, if you are new here and you're from the Power community, go to lads.city. Come join Lads City. We're going to collab with you guys. And one last time.
Power!
Terry Crews.
I am sure to God that is not going to be the last time Buffalo's going to click that button. All he has to do is move his little finger to the left to make that pop up on the screen. So there's no way that's the last time. All right, so we have about 35 of you guys here in the house. We are going to continue. I mean, we just literally got started. So make sure you share the episode out. I will get it out on socials as well. Let all the lads in Lad City know what is going on here today. We are bringing you a second dose of NFT Live. So I'm going to take the lads, I'm going to take everyone that's here through the episode buff. After I'm done with this preview, though, I would love for you to kind of break down what's going on in Lad City in a very, maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute time frame. We do have an episode to get to, but a lot is going on within Lad City right now. So take you through the episode real quick. This is what we've got. NFT Market Breakdown, we're going to kind of give you analysis via DApp Radar and a couple other media platforms on what just is happening within the NFT space. I know we saw a little bit of a pullback from the amount of volume. A lot of tokens took a little bit of a hit. We're going to go into the Illuvium sale. And a lot of you guys are, pinging me saying, hey, are you getting into Illuvium? Me and Buff were talking about it. So Illuvium's definitely making its rounds in the NFT community. So we will get to that sale. Funko announced on Wax, and there's some other bits and pieces of Wax news that we really can't get to, but kind of can. We'll see. ImmutableX and Polygon are doing a lot of things, bringing a lot of platforms to their Layer 2 solutions. Elite. Whale Shark is an alien, man. Whale Shark is absolutely out of this world. I don't know where the guy gets the time, but he is launching Elite. Obviously, that already has been launched, but some teasers for an April 30th release have been pretty much put out there to the community. We'll touch on that. And then we're going to talk Game Token, Animoca Brands. Good Lord. Animoca Brands, and Picasso Punks. You guys wanted us to hit on Picasso Punks. We are bringing that for you here today, and that is going to be pretty much the episode, guys. So please comment along, keep that chat rolling, and we will make sure to get to all of your comments. And breaking news, 15K lads to whoever gets Terry Crews on Lad City Radio. Boom. Awesome. Okay, I am going to let you break down what's happening in Lad City. I think we did have a comment here from Sergey saying, what's the purpose of Lad's token? Is it like a community currency, staking it for NFTs, or what? If you want to touch on that, you can. If not, just take us through kind of the general Lads preview. I'm gonna open up the floor, Buff. What do you got for me?
Oh, man. Well, first off, let me just drop a little Twitter there. You want to follow me on Twitter, Crypto Buffalo. Hey there, Serge. Let's break down the lads for you, my man. So this is you're watching NFT Live right now. This is the second episode of the week about NFTs. NFT Live is the show that brought me on back in the summer of last year when I saw Q and Ronan the Collector doing the very first couple episodes of NFT Live, and I said, these boys are onto something. I need to come in and support these guys. And so that was just one of the many shows that's under the Lads Crypto Network. So the Lads Crypto Network is a network of crypto shows from Layer 1 Live that happens a couple times a week that covers the broad spectrum of crypto, to NFT Live, which you're watching right now, to Easy Street, which is an interactive podcast that happens in Lad City. And then we have Lad City Radio, which is a radio show every Friday, which covers awesome music, interviews from the crypto space, giveaways of Lads tokens, and hopefully a lot of power tokens and other social tokens. And the token for the Lads Crypto Network is the Lads token that came out at the end of November. Right now, it's gaining some momentum because every show under the Lads Crypto Network is supported by the Lads token. We give out grants every month, and we do have a liquidity pool if you're trying to add some liquidity or be part of the mining group. There are rewards for that. And right now, it's a social token, just like the power token, just like the whale token. It's a token to support the network, but this network is a content network. This thing is going to spiderweb and it is going to grow. We have a new show next week. It's going to be a crypto gaming show with Cajun, my man Rage Cage. And there are going to be many other shows that are going to be developed here in Lads. And Lad City is where we're at right now. Now behind me, you got the spot here. I parked my car on the street, probably going to get a ticket. But Lad City is where we all hang out. So after the show, we go back into our Discord, which is the Lad City right now. We've got Lad City being built in metaverses. And the vision, honestly, I see is Lad City being in almost every metaverse in some form or another. So look forward to just a massive development. Right now, we're over 1,500 members in Lad City. And it's just starting to take form and take off, honestly, as like a rocket ship. We've already ignited Q. There's no going back from here, my man. Are you ready for what's about to go down? Serge, my man, that is the breakdown of everything so far, and we are just getting started with the Lads Network.
Yeah, Crypto Buffalo does a great job of breaking down Lad City. I always love his kind of overview of what's happening in Lad City. Probably another way that I would explain what we've got going on is the way that the Roll team actually does it. So Terry works with the Roll team to obviously launch his token. And the way that they explain it is community rewards, community points. So if you fly Southwest and you use their community point system, you can accumulate points over a certain amount of time and then use those points for various things within the Southwest, ecosystem there. That's kind of what you see with a lot of different things as Buffalo pulls up the reward system there. This is a little bit old. This needs to be updated, but you can see the ranks are still in existence right now with those numbers. But we have Nomad, Recruit, Guardian, Noble, and Miner. And basically, as you make your way up these ranks, you get more and more rewards. So we mentioned Kagian on the channel. He is starting his NFT gaming show. He released an exclusive NFT to those who have been in his Discord, for a long time. I think he even named it like the OG NFT. Well, our nobles, the members that hold the most amount of lads in Lad City, because of this collab, they were able to get that OG NFT as well. So that's just an example of how you can use some of these lads points and tokens to actually gain some utility, right? So that is kind of what we're doing. As you gain more and more lads, you're going to be able to get more and more in the city as far as access and all of these different things. So a lot of cool things happening in the city. We're going to be doing some awesome things in season 1. I will drop that link before we get started here, as Anders is in the house.
Hey,
Any Observation. I want to give a quick shout out to my man Any Observation. He does a great job breaking down the NFT space. Definitely go check out his channel. Good to see you here, my man. But yeah, I'm going to drop season 1, guys. That just happened. Literally, we just launched season 1 and the Lads roadmap yesterday. A lot of awesome things. I know, Sergey, before we get started, you talked on NFT staking. The beauty of social tokens is we have all these community members that want to get involved, that want to build things, developers, marketers. We just saw Ballas do a great job making that Terry Crews video. NFT staking is definitely on our minds. And, Meme is a great, one to point to when it comes to NFT staking. And Meme is a social token, if we're completely being honest. So that is something down the road in season 2 that we might get involved in. So I'm going to put that season 1 link as we get started here. Buffalo, thank you so much for being behind the scenes. You make this episode so much better, this Friday episode of NFT Live. You have anything
Yeah,
to
man.
talk about
So,
before we get started?
I don't know if any of you nobles or miners, which is the highest you can get right now in Lad City. Everyone's asking, what can I do to be bigger than a noble? I said, well, take it easy. All right, we'll get there. We'll get there. We don't want to just start adding all these extra roles and not add utility. You see that in a lot of projects. We're really trying to, start at the bottom with this, grow together as we get 100 nobles, which is a big milestone that I'm looking forward to. Right now, we're about almost 40 nobles, man. It's really starting to pack in there. Nobles and miners, that is the highest you can get right now. You're really proving that you are showing up and you are shelling out and you are holding and you were letting this network grow. And yesterday, Buffa Santalo, I don't know if you ever heard the legend of Buffa Santalo, half Buffalo, half Santalo. Well, I don't know about that part, but anyways, I put up some lads. I said I'm gonna give each noble and each miner 100 lads of my own funds. This isn't the foundation. This is the Buffalo giving out some lads here. If my Seattle Mariners could beat the San Francisco Giants on opening day, the Mariners are the worst baseball team in franchise history or league history. It's just mad.
No, Pirates. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry. Pirates.
Well, I
we compete.
Agree to disagree. But they were down 6-1, came back, tied it in the 10th, and won it at the end of the 10th. And that's right. I ended up shelling out 5,400 lads to all the nobles and the miners. Each got 100 lads each. It is an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to reward you guys for hanging in there with us and growing with us. And that's just what's going to happen in Lad City, man. I'm crazy. I'm going to throw things all over the place. If you've been to Lads City Radio and you've listened to me, at certain times, I just start throwing Lads tokens everywhere. It's what I like to do. So congrats, everybody. Congrats, Mariners. We're undefeated. Want to know. How the Pirates? Did they win yesterday?
We did win yesterday. We are 1-0. I think we beat the Cubbies. So, guys, we are going to get... Yeah. Yeah, when the earth freezes over. I will take you guys into Lad City real quick. We are just getting started. So we are going to hop into the news. A lot of great news. One thing I like about having a second episode is being able to bring you guys completely in-depth news, not just kind of gloss over a little bit, as once a week is literally like, let's cover 50 stories that happened in the last 7 days. We can kind of break that down. If you guys want to be on screen, if you want to be famous, I'm gonna yell in Lad City. I'm gonna say, hey, what's going on? Everyone head to the dollhouse right behind Buffalo. I'm gonna say, hey, you guys can comment in Lad City. For those of you that aren't familiar, we have this right side, this rank here. So obviously the council, moderators, miners, nobles, as Buffalo was just talking about, guardians, recruits, and nomads. And as you see, you make your way up, you get more access, you get more rewards and things like this. Does anybody want to be famous today? Anybody want to be famous today? I don't know. I'll leave that open just for a second as we get started. Maybe I'll come back. To this buff and we can see if anybody wants to kind of comment along in main chat there. But we do have the breakdown for Lad City today. We'll maybe drop some rewards at the end of the episode. I'm not, no promises, but I will get to maybe some rewards at the end of the episode.
That's called a tease.
There's Asmodai. There's Asmodai coming through with the first llama gif. Hey. Tigbo's in the house. I just wanted to give you guys an op to. Oh, there it is.
It's coming together now. There's a little delay. You gotta understand that we're live in the sense what we're talking about. There is a day. There's about a 10-second delay with commenting and reactions, so we just got them let them lads catch up with us.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, speaking of catch up, let's catch up on the NFT market. I think Marty McFly is going to be the last one in here. I am going to pull up 2 articles that take us a little bit around the market. Love what NFT Plazas is doing, by the way. They're kind of taking a weekly rundown of the entire NFT market. So as we see here, let me see if I can move in just a tad. Buffalo loves when I do that. So I've got the weekly rundown here. NFT sales from March 25th to the 31st. We can see the biggest sales of the week. So we had a crypto punk go for 639,000. Euler Beats is doing some nice things. We got some collectible market data as well. Guess what? Before I go down, what do you think this big number of sales here, Buffalo, dollar wise? What project do you think this is?
Oh man,
it's too easy. Come on.
Illuvium?
Top Shot, baby. Come on. NBA Top Shot, Crypto Punks, So Rare, and Axie Infinity are taking up most of the collectible market the last 7 days. You can see top 4 collectibles. So Rare's making some waves here. And then we have crypto art. Before I go down, another guess for those of you at home who you think is doing the most volume in crypto art, that is going to be our friends Nifty Gateway. So a lot of awesome things. We see some tokens. There was a little bit of a pullback in the market as far as tokens are concerned. You see a little bit here over 24 hours. Pullback meaning everything is up apparently 40% at time of this writing, as we see ETH continue to go upwards. Everyone, is trying to have the conversation. Is this a super cycle? Is this going to continue? Will I still be able to go 10x on my NFT here, or NFT sales? The general consensus, I think, is that this cycle will continue. So obviously you can see the fear greed index there as well. A lot of people getting greedy here in the markets, but that is crypto, baby.
That's crypto, man. And it's cycles, and also at the same time there's what's called a super cycle. I don't know if you've been hearing that lately. Are we in one? Is this considered a super cycle at this point?
Dude, we were Monday. Okay. We've been calling tops since like February. So I'm done calling tops. Yeah. I'm done calling tops on this crypto market. Super cycle, of course, their money printer goes burr, and that is pulling everybody into this market. And everyone's buying up BTC, and that kind of trickles down. So, yeah, the guys that are calling super cycles, maybe you're right. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm going to pull up this last piece here before, and it kind of has the same thing. Same vibe here. Market sales. This is from Play to Earn, our friend Robin Hugendorn, who has a social token as well. As you can see, that trend is starting to increase. We talk about people more and more having social tokens. NFT sales increased 2,627%. And they're just talking about pretty much from Dapper Radar, we have 1.5 billion in transaction volume, and that is an increase in Q1 of 2020. That is an increase from there about 2,600%. So mainly driven, I'm sure, by NBA Top Shot, but a lot of movement, man, in the NFT and crypto industry, but mainly the NFT industry. It is the year of the NFT. Ronan, said this a lot. We talked about this a bunch at the early of the year. It's the year of the NFT. It really is. So yeah. It's all happening.
It's blowing the minds of all the lads and the young children.
Is this real life?
They don't know what they're getting into. I mean, they're growing up in the age of the internet. They're growing up in the age of crypto now. My God, what's the future going to be for these little tykes? Hang in there, kid. We'll get you through this.
Amazing stuff. All right, so this is what we got. We have Funko coming to Wax. So we were awaiting. I mean, Anders is here, and he had an interesting stream the other day that pointed out some Wax wallets being created on the Wax blockchain. But we do have Funko being created. So that was more kind of conspiracy or theory or kind of a leak-ish situation. But this is actually officially announced here. Funko will combine physical collectibles with NFTs. So here's the situation. They are having $9.99 prices for these NFTs, and they're going to be physical collectibles as well. Nice. So if I go into this article, and again, this is from Robert Hugendorn, you see company Funko has acquired a majority stake in NFT platform Token Wave, signaling their first move into the realm of digital collectibles and NFTs. The company now has plans to launch their first NFT in June, and they're picking the Wax blockchain to do so. And then I have one comment from the CEO, Brian Mariotti. He says, by backing the rarest of the Funko NFTs with exclusive redeemable Funko Pops, we are poised to enter the NFT market in a very unique manner. Importantly, we plan to make Funko NFTs broadly accessible to our fans by providing affordable entry pricing. Boom. If you guys don't know what the hell a Funko is, I'm going to pull that up on the screen. You've probably seen them before. This is what a Funko is. Obviously like the big-headed, kind of anime-looking physical collectibles. It looks like there is going to be an NFT version. Shocker here. Yeah. Boom.
I love it, man.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
It's a Stewie Griffin model. I love the big head model. It's good stuff. It's fun.
Absolutely, man. So I'm not going to say anything else. Things are happening in the Wax blockchain. A lot of the people in the know that are in the community within Wax know that a lot of things are coming. It seems to be even more than I know that are coming. Corey Cottrell over there at the Uplift, which we need to get to an update at the end of the episode. He seems to think that there is a lot of things coming down the pipeline, and I tend to kind of agree or lean on Corey for that information. So really exciting stuff from Wax. We will get into the next piece of story, but did you have anything to follow up there, Buff, before we move on to
for
Illuvium?
sure, man. Comment section right now. We got a lot of people talking about Wax platform and some things that might be coming down the pipeline. Everyone's getting excited. Any observations? Amping everybody up. I guess he's a big fan of baseball season, or maybe he's a fan of the Mariners. Hey, go M's. Nobles and miners are. Let's give a shout out real quick to the NFT Army. Thank you all for showing up. Your duty is definitely appreciated, and we appreciate when you serve. Definitely want to salute you. Loadmasters Rock, the man that created the NFT Army. He has got that going. I know Ballast is definitely putting in a lot of time there, keeping that going, and I love seeing you guys just sticking with it. And let's check a little bit inside of Lad City right now with our main mod, Llama. Llama, what is the weather in Lad City today?
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
As always, Llama's giving us the real lowdown on what's going down in Lad City. He is our main mod. If you see him, don't worry. He is there for you. And watch out, though. He does bite. So,
The biggest day in the history of Lad City was yesterday when we had Addy Dust in for Easy Street. Easy did an absolutely great interview there. I think he broke records. There was about 90 people in Discord, 75, I believe. Just an absolutely phenomenal day. And our Llama had to take a hibernation. So he's doing a lot of good work as our moderator there in Lad City. Ari is doing another good job. Carrots, I believe, was just helping the mass flow of all of the people that were trying to get in Lads yesterday. You guys did a great job. So shout out to Easy, shout out to Addy Dust, and shout out to the 54 people who are in NFT Live right now. All right, so Bruno, I'm going to give a quick shout out to one of the probably more experienced traders in Lad City. Obviously, nothing we say is going to be investment advice, but things that he drops in the city, you might want to pay attention to. So one conversation we were having over the last, I would say, probably week is Illuvium. And Illuvium is definitely, give me a second to pull this up on my screen. I'm just going to pull up their website. Obviously, it's the Auto Battler game, one of the first games within the blockchain and NFT space that promises to be offering a triple A experience. I'm not going to stand on this trailer much more. I've watched this like probably 3 or 4 times with you guys. Obviously, as we go through, you can see kind of the idea. It's very Pokemon-esque. It's going to be an auto battler game. You get to own the assets. There's going to be DeFi involved, staking involved. Well, these guys launched on Balancer, I believe, about 72 hours ago. So their token ILV hit Balancer. This is not investment advice or anything like that, but it was an interesting mechanic of the pool. So I'm not going to spend too much time going over Balancer. I'm going to kind of recap what happened and also look at the token price as it stands right now. So I'm pulling up the ILV token sitting at about around $89. Now they started this sale at $50. It spiked to $140. Shout out to the, actually RIP to the souls that bought at $140 when the bots kind of dumped on those guys. But it settled around 40, 50. I would say 48 was the low, and it was open for 72 hours. We'll take a look at the pool here. For those of you in the know, and for those of you that aren't, don't get too confused here. I'll just take you through. Basically, this pool started with 100% weight in Illuvium. They supplied the pool with 100% weight and were able to continuously get people to put money into the pool. So this eventually came down to around 50%, which is where you want to kind of see it. Based on this liquidity, it looks like they probably raised anywhere from 16 to I would say 16 to 17 million. Shout out in the chat if I am wrong on this sale. And then it's actually hitting Sushi Swap. So let me make sure, and again, I'm going to take you guys through this, make sure you guys get the right links, but it's going to hit Sushi Swap. This is the pair, and they are going to supply that liquidity, and it is going to start being traded. I believe it also hit MXC as well. So as we can see here, here's some volume. 24-hour volume there is going to be 900,000 already on MXC. So if you want to get your hands, again, not investment advice, it's going to be Sushi, it's going to be MXC, because that Balancer sale is now finished. The last thing I'll touch on before we get to comments as it's related to Illuvium, the NFTs. So they put this incentive structure in here, this NFT incentive structure, to make sure that people weren't just going to flip the token. Obviously, you still had people do this, but basically, if you didn't sell, if you bought Illuvium tokens in the balancer sale and you didn't sell, you got access to points. 1 ether per point. So say you spent, 5 ether, you got 5 points, and you can, in 24 hours or about 23 hours now, spend money or spend points on these NFTs. I'm going to see if I can't. I'm not going to go into that right now, but I'll get you guys the link. Actually, it might be here, nftsilluvium.io. It is not currently functioning right now. I believe it's open in 23 hours. They initially said right after the sale. So kind of a different look there that they're going to do. But this is going to be open, and you're going to go in and be able to purchase these NFTs with your points, of which only these 3, 1, 2, 3, are going to be actually usable in-game. The rest are going to be kind of collectibles in that sense. So I know that's a lot of information.
No, it makes a lot of sense, though, because when I was looking at this, I was wondering which one of those you could actually use and which were just collectibles. The other big thing is if you've sold before the sale ended, those points, I believe, you don't get to use. So for anybody who sold it, I apologize.
Yep, that is a great point. I didn't touch on that. So if you do sell the Illuvium token in the balancer pool, again, I don't know if that goes all the way to sushi, but if you do sell the token, you won't get access to these points and you won't be able to buy these NFTs. So setting up that incentive there. Illuvium seems to be, and it has to do, I think, a little bit with the founder. Obviously, Kieran. I haven't met the guy. I really want to get Kieran on the NFT Live podcast or show. I would love to get him on the Layer 1 podcast. Whenever we can get Kieran in here to talk about Illuvium, I would love to do it. But there seems to be a little bit of energy, right? There's a little bit of energy between maybe the Axie Infinity crew and the Illuvium crew. People that like Axie Infinity don't necessarily like Illuvium, and vice versa. A little bit of competitiveness there, and just a different kind of community feel. Illuvium's coming from the DeFi crowd, a lot of DeFi backers. So it's definitely a different feel, and it's an interesting dynamic right now with Illuvium and Axie Infinity. And just want to keep an eye on. We'll continue to monitor Balancer. I myself do own Illuvium tokens. I got into this pool at $74. Buff, do you want to take them through what happened with us the night before in day one of the Illuvium?
You want me to throw you under the bus? No, I'm just playing, man.
He's
you're just like, whatever. He does it every day. I told Q, I said, dude, just tell me when you go in. I'll go in right after you. I'll ape in, brother. We'll go on this crazy moon ride together. And it's just one of those things that, timing it, a Dutch auction. Let's explain that, because to me, this was something new. A Dutch auction is something that I have not been a part of before. And to try to figure out when it's going to bottom before it takes off again, to me, it was confusing as all hell, man. So that's why I was relying on you. So break it down. What's a Dutch auction for anybody who doesn't know?
I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we do have other stories. But yes, it was a modified Dutch auction where it started it technically was supposed to start at $50. Obviously, the bot sent that up to about 120, but people were buying it up, and then the price is manually forced down over time. So it was a really cool game theory, kind of game mechanic that was going on with the sale, where you had this price increase, and then you started to see the manual, price be moved downwards via the mechanics of the pool, and everyone's just like in a Mexican standoff. Everyone's just like, when do I pull the trigger? Because you see it going down from 75 to 74 and then spike up to 80 and then go down to 60. And then as it made its way to kind of $50, people were like, I think 50 is the play. I think 50 is the play. It went down to about $45. It bottomed out there, but still standoff. Is it going to go down to 20? You're just waiting, because if you don't get in soon enough, what you have is the whales start getting in and they start officially kind of pushing that price up. There's a lot of other things at play with this balancer pool again, but it was a fascinating way to distribute tokens. I'll tell you that. So I will be following Illuvium. I look forward to playing the game itself. Yeah. That's one of the main reasons I'm in Illuvium. Has nothing to do with the pool. Has nothing to do with a lot of the other factors. We're some of us are gamers, and we're ready for gaming to hit the NFT space, the crypto space, all of that stuff. So did I just see Ronan in the house?
Ronan's popping by. He's in the comment section right now, giving out some love to some lads, getting some requests to come on over to different Telegram groups. Ronan, everyone's asking about you, my man. He's a popular lad. As Ronan the Collector, he's the co-host of NFT Live. as well. I hope you're doing great, man. I hope your week is going awesome. And dude, you brought up a good point. So one thing that a lot of people got to understand with the crypto gaming aspect, and Cajun, who's going to have a show with us next Friday that's going to debut about crypto gaming, is you got to have the patience to understand if they're going to execute the way they want in this, it's going to take a minute. It's going to be a little bit. So Illuvium, yes, they've got a huge goal in trying to be a AAA game that's going to crush it, but that's not just going to happen overnight. I mean, there's like, what, a 12 to 18th month kind of timeline they're talking about here. Who knows who's going to be able to hang in there with their bags. And, you know, of course, it's just that hype right now of the potential. So you really got to get your expectations down and understand what you're getting into here if you're trying to, you know, hold a bag long term or you're trying to trade right now. Definitely always up to you. It is your bag, not mine.
It's very true, and there's some aspects in here from a trader perspective that everyone has to make a decision. I'm not a big fully diluted market cap type of guy. Obviously, you can see this market cap here. That's based on the circulating supply. So this is an investment advice. Do your own research, but you can see the market cap here is at $5 million. That is very low. Obviously, once they start supplying, you can see the circulating supply is going to go up to about 1 million. So it's going to be about a $50 million project, $60 million project. Still a very low number for a project of this size. You know, I was talking with Bruno. We were surprised that more tokens weren't being bought up quickly, but you look at the tokenomics, a lot of this stuff is locked up. I am not a big, you know, fully diluted market cap trader. So when I look at value investing within crypto, I'm looking at circulating supply, how long that circulating supply lasts. In this case, Illuvium, all of the private investments are locked up for 12 months. Like, it's that simple.
Yeah.
The only circulating supply that's going to hit the market is Balancer and these in-game yields. And when they say in-game yields, when is that going to happen? You know, like that, you just touched on it, Buff. When is the game going to be launched? They say Q3, but it could be Q1 of 2022. So technically the only circulating supply we're going to get is going to be this Balancer pool, meaning you just have to look at all of this stuff when you kind of break it down. Again, not a big value investor when it comes to fully diluted market cap. It's just not my thing. I don't think it's the way to look at the market. So I'm looking at circulating supply. Great points that you made there about NFT gaming and kind of how long it takes to make a game.
But it's exciting, too, about the space and the different types of games. Some games can be made overnight. It's almost like a Pong style. This transitioned into crypto, and suddenly it's just easy to play, easy to create, and it just has this scalability. Valheim is a great example of a game that, of course, popped up overnight, but also took development for years before they got to that level. And it was a small crew of 5 people, and it's now sold over 6 million copies. As you can tell, I got Valheim on the brain, but it's also one that a game like that in crypto, my God. I mean, it's like the Minecraft when the Sandbox. We're very excited about Sandbox. We both own some land, separate sides of the Atari, which is right there in the middle of everything. We got to be patient with that. It's a huge project that's still, I believe it was supposed to launch in December in the sense of really getting things going. And with that kind of project, it's going to get pushed back. That's kind of expected. So the patience in this game, especially during a bull run, it's got a tough one.
It's very true. It's very true. And I'm going to touch on a comment from Ronan here. He was talking about missing the Funko story. We'll get back to that, but I think we covered Illuvium pretty well. Manila Crypto saying stake ILV. I probably am planning on staking ILV. They have some good rewards based on that. But those rewards, again, are going to be locked up. Look at the blog posts. See all that. The staking rewards are going to be locked up, man. Like, what's not locked up? The Balancer pool. So I'm looking at all that. Bruno's kind of mirroring my comments here. Circulating supply is what counts. The rest of the supply could take decades to come out. And, you know, again, fully diluted market cap. I had some buddies... I'm going to throw them under the bus a little bit. But one of my buddies was talking about his friend sending him a story about how Riot, bought League of Legends for like $100 or $400 million. I think that was like and that's the most popular game in the world, blah, blah, blah. So how can Illuvium be worth $500 million? That's not how it works. You know, I'm getting a little bit emotional here. That is not how it works. You know, like fully diluted market cap of Axie Infinity, 1.4 billion. You know, like, is it worth 1.4 billion? It doesn't matter. That's not how it works. Again, not investment advice. I'm getting a little bit crazy, so I'm going to move on to the next story. But Ronan, definitely want to hit that Funko story. A recap there. They're selling physical collectibles. They bought Funko bought NFT staking platform Token Wave, and they are actually bringing physical and digital together there. It's going to be around $9.99 a pop. I believe they're selling that through Wax. So exciting to see stuff from the Wax blockchain. Also, going to read one comment here. Going to read one comment. This is a comment. This is from Any Observation. It is not from me. Any Observation, quote unquote. In short, Topps created an account, MLB.Topps. This account can only be created by Topps, no one else. There is zero reason to create unless intended to use. That is a comment from Any Observation. Thank you for stopping by here today and dropping that info for us. A lot of awesome things happening within the NFT space. I mean, we said it for the last 6 months, it feels like. So
that's why we're doing
the
second episode of NFT Live in this week. And who knows, we could get to a third in a week. The space is just growing. I mean, if you watch Saturday Night Live, they covered NFT Live recently. And when I saw that, I was like, holy crap, my timeline was definitely stretched way too long in the sense of how fast this would come up. But I knew it was coming. You know, I mean, last summer when we first met, bro, we knew. I mean, you knew. You created NFT Live by yourself in your bedroom, just sitting there going, all right, and good morning, good evening,
You love to bring that up.
I love it because it's a lonely journey at first for you, man. And now look at this. Yeah. You have everyone here. You got Terry Crews. You got all sorts of people getting excited about the space. And look how far you've come, man. And look how far we've come to get a second show off the ground in this week. And right back at you, brother. It's an amazing time here, and I'm loving what we're doing, and we're just getting started. And the coverage, as you guys know, this was our first one of the second episode on Fridays. It's a little loose today. This is not the regular time, too. Q's got to bounce and go on a road trip here real quick, so we got a little bit of time left in this show. But each Friday, we are going to be doing NFT Live, then Lad City Radio, and then the Crypto Gaming Show, which doesn't even have a name yet. It's that new. It's that fresh out of the oven. You got to take your hands away. You might get burned. It's not done yet. Let it cool off, and then we're going to release it to everybody so y'all can take a bite out of it next week. And what's great about that is the collaboration between two communities. You got the Cajun Army, and you got the Lads. They're coming together. Both communities are going to have a say in this show. You guys are literally going to get producer-type credits for helping us develop this show. It's never been done before like this. We're trusting y'all. We're going to just go out there, put ourselves out there on that show and go live. And just like NFT Live, man, we're just going to do it because we know the space is emerging. It's the same as with NFT space, trying to get ahead of the crypto gaming space as it evolves. So good times, man.
I don't even know. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. Shout out to Ronan as well. Shout out to you, Crypto Buffalo, man. You killing it. Bringing the Avengers together pretty much. So, all right, we will get on to the rest of the episode. Again, NFT Live. We're coming at you hot with the latest from around the NFT industry. We did cover a lot of the market breakdown, Illuvium, Funko. This is a trio of stories that I'm going to hit on very shortly and just sweetly, right? We've got a lot of projects moving to layer 2. So we have 3 in a row here that I'm going to kind of touch on. We have OpenSea, which just made the announcement here. ImmutableX is coming to OpenSea. We're excited to announce OpenSea will soon support the trading of NFTs on their gas-free layer 2 protocol built directly on Ethereum. I'm also going to pull up a couple different stories. This is from Decentraland. So we have Decentraland as well. This is Polygon, so not ImmutableX, but still another layer 2. You can now move mana between Ethereum and 0x Polygon Matic network. This is the first step toward a full layer 2 solution for Decentraland. Shout out to Loadmaster Rock for dropping that in the house. This is really big because basically Decentraland is coming out here and saying we are moving fully towards layer 2 in all of Decentraland. So much needed from both sides. We know about low value, high volume transactions that are taking place in NFTs. It needs to move off of Ethereum. I'm not even going to say they're taking too long because take as long as you need for ETH 2.0. There's a lot of money on ETH, the main net, the mothership, if you will, ETH 1.0. And you take as long as you need, but it's a little bit too long for a lot of projects to be sustainable over time. So, and then the last one is going to be Gala Games. They're launching a bunch of cool games out there with tokens as well. I think there is, let's see, let me make sure I'm getting this right and don't say anything that I will regret. let's see, yeah. So it's Townstar, Mirandus, and Fortified. Those are going to be the 3 games. A lot of lads have been talking to me about Townstar and Gala Games itself. And so we have Gala Games here adding support for Polygon, previously Matic. So we just see NFT projects moving to layer 2, wanting to, like they kind of point out here, still be a part of this EVM. So still be attached to the Ethereum virtual machine there via layer 2, and not maybe moving to another layer 1 like a Solana, although we do see some Binance Smart Chain here as well. So a lot of movement happening towards Polygon, towards ImmutableX, towards Binance Smart Chain, and frankly it's needed. So
yes, sir. It's definitely needed. The gas crisis, man. I tell you, I really want to know. I mean, so many people do in this space. What is going to happen with Ethereum? Where is this timeline at? How close are we to 2.0? And as you can see, they're getting impatient. Projects got to grow. I mean, there's projects like, what's that, Zed, where you race the horses? You know,
Zed Run,
baby. I wanted to get involved in that. And then I was like, wait a minute, the gas price is so expensive. You're losing money participating in that. And that is a shame when you have a project built on a platform that then the platform halts your project. So Ethereum, I know you got something that you're about to release soon, but when is soon? God, that word never meant what it means to me now in crypto. Soon. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So we are going to get to some news from Whale Shark.
Okay.
2 pieces are going to be awesome. The third piece, I'm going to have some questions about the third piece, but the first 2 pieces are about Elite, his metagaming, like merchandise platform there, or I guess store and company. Elite is doing a lot of good jobs. Our boy Kagion has been sponsored by Elite. So you see a lot of Elite wear, a lot of shout outs to Elite within his YouTube channel. So loving that kind of coming from Whale Shark. Obviously, the Elite token exists as well. So a lot of good movement here with the Elite brand and project here over the last, I would say, 48 hours. We got a lot of teasers here that we're going to go through. I want to give a quick shout out to Joe Craig, who's in the chat. Great artist there within the NFT art scene. Shout out to you, my man. And then we have these Elite teasers. So I'm gonna let me see, Buff, if I can't get the actual thing from Buff or from Whale Shark first. The tweet. Basically, he came out about 24 hours ago and said he's gonna start dropping some news. Let's see. He tweets like a bunch. I don't know if this was even a good call to kind of go back, but let's see. Okay, so basically yeah, not a good call. All right, so he came out a little while ago and he dropped this vid. Let's just drop it, and it'll explain itself.
All right.
That was no, Whale Shark does a great job of promotion. We know his ability to market projects. He's, and like I said earlier in the episode, absolute alien when it comes to efficiency. Like the guy is just everywhere, networking with everyone on every clubhouse. It's exhausting even keeping up with just reading about his accomplishments, let alone doing it. So again, Buff, I think we can go back a little bit to my screen here. I think I might have found it in his kind of volume of tweets. We see this on March 31st. Again, that was the video that was just played. And then the announcement, as you can see, is for April 30th. So as we continue to move up, he is continuously pushing what is happening with Elite. I'll be dropping hints of what is coming as we lead up to the mainnet launch or main launch of Elite Pro on April 30th. So many epic changes, and we have so many things to share. So really pushing hard on his esports merch brand. So shout out to Whale Shark. Shout out to the whales in the chat and the whole Whale Shark community, man. We had Addy Dust on yesterday on Easy Street, and he did an absolutely phenomenal job. So great job there.
Oh yeah, man. We got this teaser too now. You want me to roll this one?
Yeah, he did a little competition, right? I think the competition's over, but based on this next video, he was asking for people to name the 4, historic skylines there in the video. So keep an eye out. We'll run it for like 30 seconds and then see if you can tab any of the skylines.
I think that's Lad City, right?
I think so, that one, yeah.
Yeah,
It could be Shanghai or it's Lad City.
That's Lad City.
Oh, that one too?
You see that one too?
I see. That's not Hong Kong. That could be New York City or Lad City.
Yeah, or both.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, so while that video is playing, and I believe we got like 4 different shots there of Lad City. It wasn't Hong Kong. It wasn't Shanghai. It wasn't New York City. It was all different shots of different areas in Lad City. So I was able to go through some of these tweets. So we had some tweets kind of come through from Elite and their Twitter profile celebrating the launch of Elite website. We will give away $13.37 to 5 random users every day for 28 days. They have a couple different things going on here as well. There was a competition for $13.37 in Elite token for naming HK, for naming Shanghai, for naming NYC that you saw in the video. So really cool stuff. Whale Shark, shout out again. And that collab in that video, beautiful.
I really want to collab with Whale Shark, man. I know we were trying to get him on NFT Live a couple months back. We had scheduling issues. We'll get in there. We need to have an interview with Whale Shark. And he's still anonymous, correct?
Whale Shark is anonymous, but I think there are plans for him to kind of unveil himself over time. Kind of like we saw Metakovan. That was a really cool story, by the way. I don't know if you saw Metakovan, the buyer of the 69 million people piece. He unveiled himself, and I believe he's living in India. So really cool stuff there.
Oh, I did not know that. That's awesome. So the other thing is we don't even know if Whale Shark is a guy or a girl, right? Or a dog. We don't know. We just don't know, right? Anonymous, you could be anything at this point. Or has he given some leaks and information about himself or herself?
He's been on numerous videos, unless he has some type of audio mixer.
You got me there, Q. You got me there, damn it.
How dare you?
Always making me look bad on there.
You probably set me up. You were playing straight up chess there, and he inceptioned me into doing that Greta piece. Okay, I'm going to take you through the last piece. We have about 5 minutes left in this episode. Thank you guys so much for commenting along. Bruno dropped this earlier. Something Animoca Brands. Animoca Brands is just absolutely killing the game. This sale was today, I believe. This was earlier today on April 2nd. And this sale, if you want to know how to take part, it already sold out. It was this morning at 9 a.m. UTC. So maybe we need to get you this earlier. But we do bring you guys a lot of alpha in Lad City as well as NFT Live. This one kind of slipped through the cracks a little bit. Listen, Animoca Brands is 10 steps ahead of everybody. This is what they're doing. So there's a lot of information here, obviously a lot of text. Buffalo hates me for bringing up this text. There were some vouchers where you were going to receive tokens. But here's the thing to really focus on. Payment. Okay, so you see the dates, you see all that stuff. Payment will be in Rev, Tower, Sand, or LYM. I believe that's Limpo, which is their other project. These are all their projects. They are funding and forcing buy pressure on their other project tokens into this new project. So the only way to get access now to this project game, which sold out like instantaneously, is to buy Rev, Tower, Sander, LYM. These guys are literally 10 steps ahead of everybody else. They're building themselves an empire with all these different projects. And, you can't say enough about Animoca Brands. Yatsu is an absolute freaking animal. and that's in the best way I could put it. He is just. If I had to follow anyone in the space, I'd follow Yacht. I'd follow you over any wall, Yacht. So definitely excited for what Animoca Brands has coming.
Even over Mark Cuban?
Yeah. Mark Cuban got here like 2 seconds ago.
I do whatever I want.
I'm out of here, guys.
I know he's about to leave, so you gotta troll your friends here in Lad City sometimes, man. It's good times. What else we got, Q, before we wrap up? By the way, if you guys are just tuning in, we will roll Ballas and his brother Pug's video one last time at the end of this. It's a Terry Grew's Power Lads Token collaboration teaser trailer, hype video, whatever you want to call it. It's amazing, and we'll roll that one more time on the way out.
Absolutely. Okay, I got the last story here. 5 Picasso Punks selling for over $334,000 in the last 24 hours. Listen, this is an NFT whale special. Okay, this is the way you, and not investment advice, do your own research. The way you make money in NFTs is you find out what the whales are doing. What the whales do is buy these pieces, they raise the floor price, get the interest, and then dump on you. And if they're a good project, they last and they stick around, a la CryptoPunks, a la some others. But this is a special, man. And if you guys got into CryptoPunks early, shout out to you. You guys are absolutely killing it with this. But NFTs inspired by the OG CryptoPunks, the floor price being raised over the past, I believe, I would say even 24 hours. I'm going to pull this up on DApp Radar so you guys could take a look. Let me see. Actually, I had this on OpenSea. Apologies. All right, so I've got the OpenSea trading history for Picasso Punks here. And again, the name pretty much says what it is, CryptoPunks offshoot, but in art form. You can see the floor price being raised here from around 0.18. And I wouldn't say this is the floor, this is just average. But you can see this average price creeping up, more and more and more, until the average price peaked out at about 3.3 per Picasso Punk here. So you guys wanted me to talk about it. I'm talking about it. There's a lot. Shout out to Hunter, who's building Nifty Drops at Loadmaster. He got himself the CryptoPunks. Crypto landers all over these OpenSea sales within the crypto art scene and collectible scene. But this is the way it works. The whales get in, they raise that average price, they start to get some interest kind of making its way into the project, and then they look to cash in or hold for however long they want this project to go up. You're in a whales game, but if you can figure it out, it always reminds me of this isn't a whale shark reference whatsoever, but it reminds me of the little fish that kind of tag along with the sharks.
Oh yeah.
Or with the whales. That's what if you don't have millions of dollars, that's what you should be doing. Yeah. Figuring out what these whales are doing, getting in when they get in, and then cashing out. And Overman's, mirroring my points here. He says we need an NFT whale tracker. So there are a lot of ways that you can track these wallets, all that stuff. Again, not investment advice. That's the last thing I'll say on this project.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, man. We'll start a show called Whale Watchers, and we'll just go out and watch some whales. Or maybe just cover whale sharks community as well. I mean, there's a lot of potential in the word whale, but it's definitely a good point about those little fish that hang around a shark. The shark doesn't eat them because the fish are actually just, grabbing little parasites or whatever. They're helping, and they are in a sense.
I doubt the guys that wanted me to talk about Picasso Punks here today thought I was going to absolutely FUD the shit out of their project, but I'm not FUDding Picasso Punks. I think there's room for different collectibles within the NFT space. I know Ronan's in the chat saying I'm ready for something new and hot that isn't a punk. That's fair, definitely. But there's offshoots of different brands that we see within the collectible space, right? If you have a big IP, there's a lot of Star Wars is a great example, by the way. They have all these different offshoots within the Star Wars universe. Maybe punks are that, right? You have punks, but then you have Picasso punks. Then you have all these things that you can get involved with. But again, this is going to continue. Make sure that you guys, are doing your own research. Make sure that you're getting in Lad City. There's another comment here I'm going to get into. It looks like Mr. Toe said, I believe Crypto Lander dropped that on Discord. I need my boy Crypto Lander to get in Lad City and drop the alpha. So excited for Lander as he pops in, and definitely a great episode here, Buff. Had a great time.
Yeah, dude, our second one. And, as you guys know, it's a little loose. Again, this is earlier than normal. This might be one of our earliest ones. You said at the beginning when we first worked together, we had like an early one like this. So, I mean, I've taken 2 sips of my coffee and haven't touched my pancakes. So it has been one of those mornings where you wake up, you just get on it. And I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Q is about to go hit the road. Got Lad City Radio coming to you guys in about 4.5 hours. It'll be about 3 p.m. Pacific time. Should go for 2 hours. Now, you guys been hearing the word Crypto Lander. He is the producer, the main producer right now for the Lads Crypto Network. I renamed him to Alpha Lander because the man, everything he brings is alpha. I mean, he's got the eye for it, and he has got some amazing interviews lined up for the Lad City Radio broadcast. And good music. I'll be dropping some Lads tokens, some NFT stuff, some alpha. And yeah, so that's how we're going to end the week. You know, it'll be a great time. And we've got poker coming up. Is that tomorrow or tonight?
No. Poker, I believe, is going to start next week. Expo has a lot. Expo has a lot of updates as it relates to Lads Poker. We're going to be starting a series for anybody that holds over 1,000 Lads. That is the Guardian role, obviously. So we're going to be starting a series there on Saturday, but we're going to have a free to play with less rewards and what have you, but the ability to play on Friday. So part of this Lads Day that we're starting.
So I heard there was poker last week, right? Like people played that.
No, I don't think that actually happened. No,
there was no. I could have swore somebody won that's never won a tournament in their life, and God, I can't remember the name of something.
I think Crypto Buffalo won, but apparently it was rigged. So
what? Wait,
yeah,
who's that guy? I don't know that guy. I mean, yeah, I came in first. I can't believe it. I was so thinking I was out right away. I went all in like 4 or 5 times. Got lucky. My man, Bait Shop Billy, you had me, brother. You flopped the boat. I only had trip 7s. I ended up getting floated all the way down to the river till I could build my boat. And, you know, that's just, you know, chasing the river sometimes when you go all in. It's just the luck of the draw. You got to just believe in it. And luckily I didn't end up at, you know, last place. I don't know whoever that donkey award that we hand out is. I thought I was going to get that one, but I love Lads Poker. It is something that I love. And I had a migraine. I did not go into audio chat. So there's this whole conspiracy theory that was not me. It was Phil Helmuth.
it was Phil.
It was not Phil. He don't talk to me anymore. But
yeah.
Let's see. Now, if I can repeat, then you're a true champ. True champ defends his belt. So we'll see what happens next time. I just put too much pressure on myself.
Quick shout out. We got Kagi Yan.
Hey.
Our boy Kagi Yan in the chat, man. KG, what's going on, my brother? Excited to have you on the channel. Excited to have you within the network, on the team. Really cool stuff we have planned. So shout out to Kagi Yan. As we get rid of this, as we get out of this episode, we are going to play that video one more time, right?
We're going to end it now. So, brother, you give it last words, and then we'll roll the video and go straight to the end.
You know what I'm going to say. Our vibe, our tribe. That's all I got. Our vibe, our tribe. Boom.
All right, guys. See you
OVOT.
next week.
Then a hero comes along. He gives me strength to carry on.
Ah!
What happened?
You tripped and fell. And for the lights? Man, I don't know. I ain't the power company.
What?
Well, you should have gone to that city, man. They always got power. Maybe it's time for lad power collaboration, don't you? Power!
power!